Hey everybody, this is Joel again. So today we're going to talk about how to run Autotune and automate key changes, Autotune on and off, things like that through Ableton. In my rack here, I have an Apollo Twin. We've got this microphone running into the Apollo, and then we'll have the Autotune out coming through as well. And I'm going to show you how to set that up, how to automate changes, how to automate Autotune on and off, how to automate keys, key changes for songs and things like that. This is how I like to set it up. There's a couple of other ways to do it, but I really feel like this is the best way since the Universal Audio Apollo does all of the processing for Autotune in the DSP. It does not take up any of your computing power, which is great. It's a lot smoother, just not as much drag on your computer. So how I have it set up right now, I have the Apollo plugged into one of my Thunderbolt ports on the Mac here, and then I also have my Play Audio plugged into one of the Thunderbolt ports as well. First thing you have to do is you have to create an AIC driver for it. So if you come into Audio MIDI Setup on your Mac, and you'll see it just opens up like this. You go into Window, and you go Show MIDI Studio. And then you should already have an IAC driver enabled from when you first set up your computer to work with Ableton if you're wanting to send MIDI cues and stuff like that. So all you do is double click on the IAC driver, and you'll see here I already have UAD MIDI set up, but all you have to do is hit this plus sign here, create a new IAC driver. You want to make sure it's online. You don't have to worry about any of this settings. You just want to create an IAC driver for it. So I've already got that set up, so I'm not going to apply a new one. Up next, you then want to get into UAD Console. So this is where you have Autotune as an insert. The Universal Audio Apollo Twin doesn't allow you to apply Autotune to an input. It allows you to apply Autotune to an aux send. So you then have to send the microphone from analog input to aux send, and that's where you apply your Autotune as an insert. And you can see I've got aux 1 and aux 2 here. Both of them have Autotune on it because this is a twin. So sometimes I'll run tuning for live vocals, and then also sometimes we'll do tuning for BGVs. So what you do is you open up Autotune. You can see it's on right now. You go into your settings and go into preferences, and then MIDI control. So this is where you're going to assign MIDI channels for Autotune to receive information from Ableton. What I have set up right now, I've got the key as channel 20, the retune speed, which is basically just turning Autotune on and off. I like to turn Autotune off after each song, and I like to turn it on right before the singer starts singing. And that is typically just so if he's talking to the crowd, things like that, we're not getting tuned talking vocals. Normally that's not an issue, but we just like to play it safe. There's no reason to have tuning on that. We don't want it to sound weird to the crowd if he's yelling or whatever, saying, hey everybody, welcome to the show, my name is blah, 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 blah. We don't necessarily want that to be tuned vocals. And then I have scale set up as 22. So after you have that set up, you just want to hit save, and then you're going to come into Ableton Live, and I've got it open here already. You will create a new MIDI track right here, and then under your preferences, you're going to hit Command comma. That will open up your settings. And you're going to want to come down and find the IAC driver UAD MIDI that you just created under input ports, and you want to just select track. And then under output ports, you also want to select track. And this is just allowing you to send MIDI information from Ableton to the Apollo. So after you've done that, you come over here to your MIDI input selection, and you want to do your new UAD MIDI driver that you've created. And then your output is also going to go to the UAD MIDI. So then what we have to do in order to make changes to the Apollo, you have to create a MIDI track, and then you're going to change the envelope up and down, depending on what channel you have set it up as in the UAD driver, or I'm sorry, and to UAD Console. So to create a MIDI track, just click and drag, give you some little space here to work with, and then you're going to, down here in the bottom, you're going to come to envelope, and you're going to change, it already says MIDI control in the first box. You're going to change this to whatever channel you've set it up as. So we're going to do channel 20 first, because that is what I set up for the key. So this is going to change the key of the song. So select your, put your bar in the MIDI track that you've made, and then you'll see here, if you hold shift down here in the envelope area, if you hold shift, you can click and drag this up. And this is going to change channel 20. In order to see the changes, I typically will have to close out settings, open up the Autotune, and I'll bring it over here to the side just so we can see. So we're actually going to be watching this key right here. So you can see I've got my playhead inside the MIDI track, and as I hold shift and, let me get this over to where we can see it, off to the side of the screen, this is typically how I do it. As I click and drag this up and down, you'll see the key is changing. It's D now, E flat, E, F, all of that. So to test this, we're going to change it to C, and then we're going to play this in Ableton from the start, and you'll watch right here, it will change to what we set it at. There it goes. It's in F now. So I'll typically rename this track to key, and then let's create another MIDI track. Oops. New MIDI track, and we're going to change this one to tune speed. Rename, tune speed. And this is just how fast Autotune will correct a pitch bend or things like that. So typically I like to keep it very subtle. Normally do a retune speed of about 19 or 20. If you want the T-Pain effect, you turn that thing all the way up to 400, and that's when you'll get really processed vocals. So for the sake of this, we'll go ahead and we need to make sure what I did here, what channel I did. So we'll go into settings, preferences, MIDI control, and retune speed I have set up as channel 21 under MIDI control. So we'll come here. Inserts is the IAC driver, UAD MIDI. Outputs is IAC driver, UAD MIDI. And then we will create a MIDI track. And we'll do same thing that we did last time. So we'll come over into envelopes under the MIDI editing tab. So envelopes, you're still under MIDI control, and you change this to, I think it was 22. Let me double check. Preferences, MIDI control. No, retune speed is 21. I'm glad I checked. So for the sake of this, we'll make this 0 because I want Autotune off. And I'll rename this off. And then we will turn it on here. And I'll typically put the retune speed so that you guys can hear the changes. We'll make it 400. Again, to edit this, just put your playhead inside the MIDI track that you're editing. Open up UAD Console again. Open up Autotune. Drag it off to the side so you can see what we're looking at right here is retune speed. So when I click and drag this up, hold shift to make sure you edit the whole thing. Oh, 22. Oh, that's changing the scale. MIDI control, scale. Sorry, so You want to make sure you're editing the right MIDI channel. So retune speed is 21. I had it set up as 22, which was scale. So we'll do 21. Open up UAD Console, open up Autotune, drag it over to the side so you can see the changes that you're making. Autotune has to be open in order for you to see what's going on. And you can see here, as you click and drag, hold shift, click and drag it up, you'll see that this is editing how fast the retune speed is. So, like I said, I'll typically keep it around 19 or 20. Which is pretty subtle. Looks like 19 is right there. But for the sake of this, we're going to do retune speed all the way on. And if we play this and then watch Autotune here, you'll see over here. Oops. So then we have to edit off to all the way to the top because that turns Autotune off. And we will UAD Console. We'll turn it up so you can see the changes. And then if we play from the playhead, if you watch, so retune speed turned off. And right now, this is untuned vocals going through the UAD. I'm not a singer, but you can see over here it's trying to pitch shift correct it. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. And there we go. So now it's processed vocals. There you go. See, not a singer, but you can hear how hard the Autotune is working when I try to pitch bend a note or stuff like that. So you can do that. Oh, there we go. You can do that with. You guys don't need to keep listening to me talk through Autotune. So I'll typically set up that to turn off for songs, turn on for when the singer starts singing, stuff like that. Another important note is that in the rig here, I have a dry out, which shows, so we have the microphone coming into the Apollo, and then we have a dry out, which is just a loop back out. So it's a split. You can do this with just a Y cable as well. We do that just as a safety measure. So each vocal mic will have a dry out and then a tune out. And that's in case the Apollo dies or there's something funky that happens with tuning. Front of house can immediately switch over to just live unprocessed vocals. And then oftentimes a lot of singers don't want tuned vocals in their monitors. So we'll send a dry vocal to monitors and then the dry and the tune to front of house. And that is how you set up automation for the Apollo in Ableton.